Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be doing another KIKO testing video where this time I will be testing some of the products that they have on offer in their snow-kissed holiday collection. This video is not sponsored. The products featured were purchased myself and all opinions in it will be my own. Prior to filming, I applied my foundation and concealer using the KIKO Daily Protection BB cream because it only sounds appropriate that we do a KIKO foundation. So first things first, we are going to start on our face makeup, and I know that there was a bronzer there, but one of my things that took the fancy was the blusher. The product I've got here is the Sunset Dream Blush. I have the shade number 2. First, let's talk about the packaging. The packaging is very resembling to, I think, the Disney Frozen. It's either Narnia or, in any Disney fans out there, it's very resembling to what they would have in Frozen with this mirror lid with the snowflakes. It gives that frosted effect, which I absolutely love. It only seems appropriate that they use snowflakes in their Christmas collection. I did a little research prior to filming this video, and when I went to my local KIKO store, I think a lot of the products are cool toned and are inspired by being out in the cold. So let's see what this blusher is like. Oh, it has a compact mirror as well, which is very helpful. And as you can see, it is like quite a deep raspberry pink. I'm not sure if you can see because it has a deep raspberry pink, and as you go down towards the bottom here, it looks like there is a bit of a peachy pink. So let's see what this blush is like. I'm going to be using a Real Techniques multitask brush. Oh wow, it's really picking up a lot of the product on here. It smells really nice too. Oh, that's pretty pigmented. I don't normally go for a blusher this colour. I might see if I can tap a little bit off the bottom. The shade is very 1920s resembling. It's very much similar to what a lot of the women would have wore on film, especially because I've been doing a lot of Laurel and Hardy material this year. But I think that this blusher is meant to give the impression that you've been out in the cold. It is going to illustrate rosy cheeks because, knowing me, I run pretty much all year round, so even if I'm wearing no makeup, I still get pink cheeks because I've been out in the fresh air. So I think that they've got this spot on if they're wanting to achieve that effect. I'm going to put a little bit more on this side here, because we've been having quite mild weather for November, which is pretty strange because you don't normally have tops of 13 in November. And this is the first time that I've used a colour like this. I don't normally go for such a dark pink or an almost purple blusher because I thought that might have been too harsh. But I would say that this is workable, and if you make sure to blend this thoroughly, it shouldn't look too harsh on you. I am highly impressed with this. I absolutely love the packaging on it as well because it reminds me a bit of Phoenix Window, which was recently unveiled last week. So I can definitely see myself wearing this all through winter. So this one is called Pinch a Berry. I thought the name wasn't on there. It was probably because the writing was so small and I don't have my glasses. I absolutely love that blusher and I would highly recommend you get it. All the products will be linked in the description box below along with how much they are. Okay guys, so let's do a eye look. So the eyeshadow that I've got here is the Snow-Kissed Holiday Mountain Glam eyeshadow palette. They've kept the snowflake theme on here, but on this one they haven't done the mirror lid. They've just got the embossed white lid on here. So still has the snowflakes, very Frozen inspired and Narnia inspired. So if anybody has read the book or watched the films, you can definitely relate to this. So, and I love how it looks like a well protected case, so we shall see if this is travel friendly. And oh my gosh, look at the colours in here. I feel like we have waited a long time for a colour scheme like this because a lot of the previous Christmas ranges have been a lot of the eyeshadows where they've been warm toned, whereas this one there is a lot of shimmers, there are a couple of mattes, and you've got 2 eyeliner shades that we might use for along our lash line. When I found out that this was going to be a cool tone palette, I screamed yay, because we have waited so long for a cool tone palette, and I feel like they've listened to feedbacks from a lot of reviewers and customers to say that next time you do a Christmas collection, can you do a cool tone palette, because not everybody suits or can wear colours that are like really warm tones. So I feel like they've finally listened, and I'm really happy that they have done that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some eyeshadow brushes, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of this middle shade here, and I'm going to be applying this to my eyelid, one of the shimmers. Oh my, that is beautiful. It's giving that wet look as well. They also have the eyeshadow crayons in there that when I tried them in my local KIKO store, they had a wet look on them, and it was a cool feeling for when you first apply them to your eyelids. And it has a soothing touch to it as well, so it looks like it has got some eye soother in to stop them from going really red. And I feel like that they've achieved it with this palette. None of the colours have names or numbers on, so we're just going to be calling it this shimmer brown with a hint of silver in it as well, because I know that a lot of people like to wear silver around the week between Christmas and New Year, because I feel like silver is just it gives me the resemblance of a silver lining and then turning over a new leaf. I'm going to take the shade next to it as well, and I'm going to apply that to the inner third of my eye. And it's got these really nice pink champagne glitter sparkles in it as well, so this could be a really pretty shade to use as a highlighter or a brow bone shade. Now I'm going to take a different brush, and I'm going to go in with the matte brown here. I'm using a lot of this top row. I do plan on creating a couple of looks on my channel with this palette, so watch this space for that. And then I'm going to be applying this through my crease. I would say that the matte shade is a little bit more toned down to what the glitters are, because I think they might want to focus a little bit more on the glitters being the star of the show. But it is still quite a nice natural matte shade, so if you just wanted something that you could just quickly whack on your eyes, this is definitely the palette. I'm going to bring you guys in close. I forgot to zoom you in before I did my eyes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be working this through my crease and then cornering it off. Okay guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to do some mascara. I'm not going to do any liner on this one because I want to make the lips a bit more of a statement. So I'm going to quickly go in with a little bit of mascara. And finally, we are now going to move on to lips. Now, the lip product that I have picked up, and this is a one that I think I've tried before, and this is one of the Unlimited Double Touches. And I think they brought it back as part of their collection because it's got the silver packaging on it. The one that I have chosen here is the KIKO Unlimited Double Touch. This is in the colour 107, which is this really gorgeous red colour, which has to be appropriate for this time of year because a lot of people wear a cherry red on the run up to Christmas, and this is something I'm looking forward to for the festive season. I did a full review of the Unlimited Double Touch as a whole, so if you would like to watch that, I will link that in the description box below. Also, it's coming off a little pink. Maybe it's because I've got foundation on my mouth. I'm just going to give that a moment to dry. Okay guys, it's now time to apply the gloss. While I was waiting for my lips to dry, I went and did my hair, which I did my Victory Rolls, which have been a regular on my channel in 2025. If you would like to see how I created that hairstyle, it will be available on my channel, and I'll also link that in the description box below. Right, let's go ahead and put the Seal and Lock gloss on top. So we're going to be going in with a little bit of this clear lip gloss, and it has a typical brush tip as opposed to a doe foot or spatula applicator. So we're going to be painting this on. And here is the finished look. I would definitely say I am in love with this KIKO holiday collection. I have gotten a couple of things from their previous year's collection, but I would definitely say that this is a favourite of mine, especially with the packaging, which is very resembling of my childhood. I know I was a teenager when Frozen came out, but I grew up watching the Narnia movies, so the embossed snowflake design on the lid is very resemblant of that. And also my Christmas decorations, where on the big tree where we often have silver snowflakes, so the glitter is very resemblant of that. What I absolutely love about the blusher is that it also has the snowflake design embossed into the actual product, which makes it really, really premium. And I like how it's handy that it's got a mirror, and also it has this very honeycomb inspired shape lid, because a lot of the blushers tend to have a more rounded one, but it's nice to have a change of shape and then have a unusual honeycomb, which I've never seen before. It smells amazing. I'm trying to remember what it smells like. It's very resembling of Christmas from my childhood, or something that I think I had with one of my first ever makeup looks, because a lot of the KIKO blushers or bronzers, they smell like chocolate, which is the, you know, the baked blushers. But in my next video, once I can figure out what the smell is, I'll be able to tell you. Okay, moving on to the eyeshadow palette. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Next time I plan on playing with the gold colour here, and I plan on doing something with the smoky liner. So what I might do is I might do some practice runs and then bring it to you guys on my channel. What I absolutely love about it is the shimmers are absolutely buttery, and it also gives that wet look. And what I love about that as well, I've learned that if you put powder on top of cream, it really makes it last. I am hoping to maybe get my hands on the shadow crayons, which has got the cooling effect that I absolutely adored when I tried that in my local KIKO store. But I was just really, really happy that they have finally listened to feedback, and that they have done a cool toned palette for if you wanted to create a traditional neutral look, as opposed to it being a quite warm toned look. Because I know a lot of brands tend to do a eyeshadow palette in a lot of the shades that they do, and it are way too warm. But I say that is very resembling of, I think this looks like one of the Charlotte Tilbury Christmas collection that she's got, or her advent calendar, because she's got like really nice shimmers. The shades are very resemblant of one of my favourite palettes that I would love to own, which is the Exaggerize palette, which is a very natural looking palette. This is something that I would have worn on my graduation had everything taken place as planned, because Charlotte Tilbury is one of those brands where it's like for special occasions, and graduation, aside from your wedding, is one of the most photographed days of your life. What I absolutely love about these is it's got a nice collection of colours. The mattes, I would say I'm a little bit disappointed at, but I would say if you're wanting to create a more natural look, at least they have toned it down a little bit, because it gives you that barely there effect. If you just wanted a light wash of colour, then this will definitely be the palette for you. Finally, onto the lipstick. I have just done the Unlimited Double Touch. I already have two Unlimited Double Touches. I have shade 112 and 118. So if you would like to see my full review on the shade 112, that is available in the description box below. But going back to the red shade, I think this is a really gorgeous dark red shade, very appropriate for this time of year. And I also look to maybe getting some more of these in the new year. I love how it's got on one side, it has got the matte lip, and then it dries down to a semi-matte as opposed to a full matte, which makes it feel comfortable on the lips. And I like how on this side it has got a clear gloss, which helps lock it in place. I do plan on going for lunch soon, so I might see if this lasts well through a meal, or if it transfers onto glasses or cups. There you have it, guys. That is my review and first impressions on the KIKO Snow-Kissed Holiday Collection. Let me know what looks you would like me to do, because I am really open to suggestions and I would love to hear some of them. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell so you're the first to hear of any new content, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching.